Have you ever felt like you're just not built for this world? Like something is fundamentally wrong, even when you're doing everything right? Well, you're not wrong. The truth is, humanity was never designed for modern life. Not biologically, not mentally, and definitely not emotionally. This isn't just a feeling. It's a reality rooted deep in our evolutionary past. For over 99% of human history, our ancestors lived short, dangerous, and physically demanding lives. The average lifespan was maybe 40 years, if you were lucky. Life was a constant cycle of immediate, clear-cut challenges. The stress was physical: hunt for food, fight off a predator, find shelter from a storm. It was intense, but it was also brief. You either survived or you didn't. And after the threat passed, there was rest, real, deep rest. Your body and brain knew how to handle that kind of stress. It was a simple, brutal equation: danger, response, recovery. But look at us now. Thanks to incredible advances in medicine, sanitation, and food production, we've managed to double, even triple, that ancestral lifespan. We're living longer than evolution ever planned for. We've outrun the script that was written into our DNA over hundreds of thousands of years. And while that's an amazing achievement, our bodies and minds are paying a heavy price. We've extended our timeline, but we're still running on ancient software. Think about your brain. It evolved to react to immediate, life-or-death threats. A rustle in the bushes could mean a predator. The scent of smoke could mean a wildfire. Hunger pangs meant you had to find food. Now, your nervous system was perfectly tuned to this environment. But it was never designed to handle the abstract, chronic pressures of modern existence. Your brain doesn't know what to do with an overflowing email inbox, a looming project deadline, or the constant buzz of social media notifications. It can't differentiate the anxiety from a mortgage payment from the fear of a lion. To your ancient nervous system, long-term pressure just registers as danger. Constant, unrelenting danger. This is the core of the problem. Modern stress never turns off. It's a low-grade, simmering hum of anxiety that follows you from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall into a restless sleep. It's the pressure to succeed, the fear of missing out, the endless comparison to curated online lives. It's the 24/7 news cycle feeding you a stream of global crises you can't possibly solve. Your body's alarm system, which was designed for short bursts, is now stuck in on position. And that's why anxiety feels so physical. It's why your heart races when your boss sends a "we need to talk" message. It's why burnout doesn't just disappear after a good night's sleep or even a week-long vacation. It's why so many of us experience a deep, nagging depression that seems to have no clear cause. Your body is screaming that something is wrong with the world because from an evolutionary perspective, there is. The environment you live in is fundamentally alien to the one you were built for. Let's be brutally honest about evolution's agenda. From a purely biological standpoint, its primary concern is reproduction. It fine-tunes a species to survive long enough to pass on its genes. After that, evolution's interest in your well-being drops off a cliff. There was never a biological plan for you to live for decades after your reproductive years were over. There was no blueprint for navigating a 40-year career, raising grandchildren, managing a retirement fund, or dealing with the mental overload of a digital world. We've entered uncharted territory, a bonus round of life that our programming never accounted for. So, when you experience things like chronic joint pain, memory decline, or a sense of profound emotional fatigue, it's easy to feel like you're failing. Like your body or your mind is broken. But these aren't personal failures. They are the predictable side effects of living far beyond our original design window. They are the glitches that appear when you run ancient software on brand new hardware. We successfully used science and medicine to extend our lifespan, but we forgot one crucial step. We didn't redesign the mind to cope with it. We engineered a world of unprecedented comfort and safety. We have climate control, food delivery at our fingertips, and entertainment on demand. We've eliminated most of the physical dangers that haunted our ancestors. But in doing so, we've created a new kind of prison. A comfortable cage where our minds are starved of the challenges they evolved to solve and overwhelmed by pressures they can't comprehend. We've traded the stress of the sprint for the agony of the marathon, a race with no finish line. Now, this might sound pessimistic, but it's not meant to be. This is realism. Understanding this fundamental mismatch between our biology and our environment is the first step toward finding a better way to live. It's about giving yourself permission to feel the weight of it all. It explains why life can feel so much heavier than it seems it should. It clarifies why millions of people feel broken, lost, or exhausted even when, on paper, they're doing everything right. They have the job, the family, the house. But there's a deep, persistent feeling that something is missing or wrong. The most dangerous lie of modern life is that humans were ever meant for this pace, that we are supposed to be constantly productive, always connected, and endlessly resilient to abstract, chronic stress. We are not. Recognizing this isn't an excuse to give up. On the contrary, it's an invitation to be kinder to yourself. It's a call to consciously redesign your own life to better suit your ancient hardware. It means prioritizing real rest, seeking out genuine human connection, spending time in nature, and finding ways to disconnect from the endless stream of digital noise. It means understanding that your feelings of overwhelm aren't a sign of weakness. They're a sign that your internal alarm system is working exactly as it should. It's telling you that the environment is the problem, not you. This is knowlyx education. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more insights into navigating the complexities of our modern world.